guys, you'll be seeing this video on June 1st, which is the first day of my sort of 30-day upload schedule. And I thought I'd kick things off with my most recent makeup inventory. Just going over the numbers. I'm quite late in sharing this because it's my 2021 figures, because I haven't added up the shadow pans and I was kind of waiting to do that before I shared this video, but I just don't have the time to get around to it quite yet, so we'll just leave it for the 2021 figures and we'll dive right on into it in just a moment. I figured this would be the best video to start off this month because I'm going to follow it up with sort of a makeup and storage video, and there's going to be the rest of my individual collection videos coming up throughout the month, so I just thought this would be the perfect video to start with. So here we are. Now then, I've been keeping makeup inventory since 2013. The only year I missed was 2016 when I had Lulu, my first child, and yeah. Let's just dive on in with primers. Now in 2020, I had 25 primers. In 2021, that went up to 28, an increase of 3, which I like to buy a lot of primers. Primers is a product that I go through quite steadily. So yeah, I always have a lot of primers kicking about, but I am going to try and reduce that going forward. Foundations in 2020 went to a whopping 74, and then in 2021 that went up to 76. I know. Why would I even bother buying any more foundation? I mean, why would I bother buying any more foundation? But with steady makeup use, that number is gonna go down. I'm almost at the end of a couple of bottles of foundation, so I know my 2022 figures at the end of the year, that is gonna be reduced by, hopefully get that under 70. We'll see. Concealers in 2020 was at 37 because I like a lot of concealer apparently. And in 2021 that went up to 38. I don't know how, but I know that number is already increased because I have bought concealers. I have. So my 2022 inventory, that number may go up. Pressed powders, that 2020 was 5 and that went up to 7 in 2021. I'm not sure how, but it did. So yeah. Did I count things that weren't meant to be powders as powders? Who knows? Loose powders went up from 22 to 24, which is fine. I like my loose powders. I will eventually go through them all eventually. Cream blush was at 5 and in 2021 went up to 6, and when you see the blush video later on this month, you will evidently notice that is going to be a far higher number in my 2022 inventory, because cream blush is like the biz right now. I love cream blush. I used to have a lot of cream blush. Back in 2015 I had 17 cream blushes. I think I probably had more than that in 2013. I didn't divide cream and powder blushes, so I may have had more cream blushes before then, but who knows, it's fine. Powder blushes in 2020 was 112 because that's when I first started counting individual pans instead of just individual packages. And in 2021 that went up to 139. Crazy. I know. And I know that that's going to increase in 2022. But I am wearing makeup more and steadily working my way through blushes, and I've already proven to myself that I can work my way through blushes. It all depends on how much product is in blushes. And I've noticed, and I don't mean this is a bad thing, I have noticed that companies are putting less product in blushes. It used to be quite common to have like 7 or 8 grams of blush in a pan, even like in a palette. But now palettes, you'll maybe get like 1.5 grams, 2 grams, which is great. That's fine. I like that. It means I can enjoy it, have the experience, and then move on. Cream bronzer, in 2020 I had 2. In 2021 that went up to 4. Powder bronzer in 2020 was 30. That went up to 40 in 21. Which is fine. Again, I'm working my way through it. Liquid highlight in 2020 was 19, and that stayed the same in 2021. Powder highlight in 2020 was 78, and that went up to 113 in 2021 because I'm like a highlight fiend. Definitely need to start working on that. I think that's also because I bought a load of backups for like Becca. But that only accounts for like maybe 8. Mascara was 25 in 2020, and that went up to 35 in 2021, but there is actually more than that, and I'll get it all added and included in the 2022 numbers. Eyeliner pencils in 2020 was 64, and that stayed the same in 21, 64. Cream liners was 23 in 2020, and that went down to 22 in 2021. Shadow pencils, again, stayed the same. So in 2020 was 52, and it's 52 in 2021. Cream shadows went up from 15 in 2022 to 16 in 2021. Loose shadows is a weird one because in both 2018 and 2019 it sat at 45. For some reason it went up to 48 in 2020 but went back down to 45 in 2021. And I've not bought any loose shadow or used up any loose shadow, so I'm not sure what that little blip was. Maybe I counted something twice. I'm not entirely sure. So single shadows. Again, I don't know quite what happened here. In 2019, it was 105. In 2020, it went down to 97, and then went back up to 105 in 2021 when I didn't buy any eyeshadow singles, like single potted shadows. I don't know what happened. I can only think that in 2020 there was some sort of counting errors going on. Brow products in 2020 I had 34. In 2021 that went up to 37, which is fine. I go through brow products quite steadily. I do like a bold brow. Even if I'm not wearing a whole lot of makeup, I will always do my brows. I like brows. I am thinking of moving away from mechanical brow pencils though, because I do go through them quite quickly. Whereas something like the Rimmel brow pencil, I have one out over here. Something like this, a Rimmel brow pencil, like one of these would probably last you like 6 months. Whereas I could probably go through 4 or 5 mechanical pencils. And this will probably cost me like a £5 or less, whereas a mechanical pencil cost me about £8 each time. So yeah, we need to curb that a little bit. Lip liners in 2020 were 89. In 2021, that went up to 92. Again, working my way quite strongly through the lip liners. Liquid lips in 2020 were 93. That went up to 98 in 2021. Lip glosses were 20 in 2020 and went up to 25 in 2021, which I'm okay with because I've become such a gloss girl that I definitely think I'm going to finish a few this year anyways. Lipsticks in 2020 were 280 and they went up to 301 in 2021. I've always had a large lipstick collection. We will get that under control now that I'm wearing more makeup. Gonna go back to work soon. We're gonna be using up a lot of lipstick. It'll be fine, let's not worry about it. Lip crayons is an area that's been staying quite consistent. In 2020 we had 21 and that stayed the same in 2021. The same number of lip crayons I've had since 2019. Setting sprays, I probably will have a larger figure for 2022. But in 2020 I had 11, in 2021 I had 11. But I'm pretty sure that's going to be, well actually by the time I do my 2022 inventory, we might be back down to 11. Who knows? Eye palettes went from 129 in 2020 to 209 in 2021. And if you've seen my most recent haul videos, you'll know that that is going to be a significantly higher number for 2022. Yes. And as I said, I didn't get round to doing total shadow pans. So we're just going to leave that blank for 2021 and we'll add that up for 2022. So my total inventory number has gone from, let's start from 2019, will we? Has gone from 827 in 2019 to 1,410 in 2020 to 1,627 in 2021. Yeah. That's a stupid number. I love makeup. I love having a large collection. I love trying new things. But going the stretches of time that I did without wearing makeup regularly definitely impacted my ability to keep my collection under control, because the in and out portion should be a little bit more balanced than it has been. But now that I am wearing makeup a lot more regularly, we should be able to curtail this a little bit, and I will have a, goodness me, frog in my throat. I will have a low buy introduction video coming later this month, so you can keep an eye on that. It's an interesting concept. I spoke about it in a Get Ready With Me last year. I was planning to do it at the start of this year, but it just did not quite come off that way. But that's neither here nor there. We're going to move forward anyways. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, even though it was just me talking numbers. Just give you guys the sort of black and white of my makeup collection, and there's going to be category specific videos coming out throughout the month, so I hope you guys enjoy those. And yeah, if you have any questions or requests or anything, let me know in the comments below, and I will see you next time. Thank you so much for watching, and bye bye.